Hello, everyone! Today we're going through the teams that I'll be using this time around in the Foggy Colosseum. The battle buffs are the stun effect duration and the shield increase. By the way, since I don't have the pets upgraded yet, I won't be using them for now. But if you do, be sure to check if they're correct. So the first team I'm using is the Ethereals, with the new hero Venus. She's still 6 for now, but it still works. Once I get her to 9, I'll be able to have the full 8 Ethereals. With Elisha being the X unit in here. Karnak is an essential piece to any Ethereals team since his runes do so much with the bind and the execute effect. So be sure to get them whenever you have enough resources for it. Now, the relics will have to be a little different here since there are specific effects that will affect the outcome of each battle. For example, the Gore doubling the buffs is very useful. Also, Excalibur for the stun. And the Vanquisher removing the stun effect from the allies. You could also use the Freezing Points relics with Elisha, but that's not really optimal considering that the priority here is the stun. The second team is Mystifiers, with Astrid for her stun passive that she has for every 5 corrodes applied. You can use Mulan for the burn. Or Lancelot for the Phantom Illusion. But the strongest option is always Aphrodite. If you don't have her yet, you can also use Wu Zetian in here, and it'll do just the same. Lucifer is also a great pair with the Mystifiers for her Oath passive. That goes incredibly well with the new hero Eve since she ults at the start of the round and applies corrode to everyone. And that will also benefit Astrid's passive again because every attack will apply the stun effect. There are some units that also applies corrode on hit, and others that don't, like Tsukuyomi, for example. or best stat that does corrode on hit. And Suki will reduce their buffs. Tiamat will reduce the enemy's attack. The relics for Mystifiers should have at least one that will do either stun or holy shield, since that's the main goal. Like the bow here, and the cauldron for the damage reduction. Now this team is a variant of another team that I saw Azu using before on World Arena, and I think this is very good if built correctly. You can have about 5 Dooms and 3 Glorians if you use Dahlia with her X for Leviathan and the new Marina, instead of Wu Zetian. Bahamut will do the tremor effect. Pairing with Behemoth and Leviathan countering any damage done. With 3 Glorians, our team is immune to control effects such as stun. Marina will do splash damage. Which will go well with Ayushta doing some extra damage with her passive as well. The relics should go around Dooms, since they will be doing the most damage. The scale will purify some debuffs, and the hammer will stun the enemies. Jormungand can work well with Behemoth, since she gives an extra 200% increase on the multiplier. I forgot to say, but Hilla also stuns the enemies every 5 hits she takes for 1 round. Now this is a very unique team I made with Avengers. The artifact, as you see for me, I use the position 5 since it's upgraded more than the Avengers 1. Nerissa is a very strong unit for any Avengers team you make since she can ult up to 10 times per round. And every time she ults, her damage increases up to 450%. And with Jormungand giving an extra 200% on the multiplier, that's the perfect match for her. The rest of the team will work around that, so Janna will summon the strangers and give Nerissa a free cast every time. Isis will revive a unit whenever they die and have their status increase by a lot. Mavis will do the last word effect, which works the same way as Magatama, doing damage every time a unit dies in the battlefield. The relic should be the same as any other team, giving stun, shield, and a purification effect, or HP increases. The last team is a mixed match of Valiantors with Pandora, Hades, and Eudora. The whole idea of this team is to have everyone ult as soon as possible to have Pandora proc right at the start of battle. With Odin removing the Holy Shields, this will be a perfect counter to this Foggy Raw to tank the first few enemy hits and protect the team. And Hades to banish one unit every 3 or 4 rounds.
You can also use Diana if you have her at 8 or 9 stars. She will also ult at the beginning of the round, so that will go well with Pandora. The artifact I'll use for now is the position 1 HP increase for Ra. The hope tree I'm using is this one. I made some changes to it to find the one that works the best for both World Arena and Foggy. The relics are going to be Flame Banner for the Holy Shields. Torch for the Fortitude, which mostly will go to Ra since she's gonna have the lowest HP a lot of the times. And Kusanagi for the extra damage after every attack. Now the artifacts can be any of the ones who give shield or stun for those teams. Ethereals should have either the damage reduction or the 300% damage increase. The Mystifiers will be either the 300% or the stun at the beginning of the round for extra survivability. The Dooms should always have the 300%, of course. The Avengers will have the position 5-1 for Narissa to get her damage up even further.
Thinking a little bit more now, I'll change Kusanagi out for the belts and I'll be using the Holy Shield artifact. So that's going to be a nice combo. With Odin removing the Holy Shield, the enemy will take the 8% damage head on.